is a criminal, Senate president is all of them. It was a very well-grounded criminal entity. And you are wondering, how are you going to solve this problem? You can never solve it. Nigeria can never, ever, ever be revived. And our job as people that have been trained in a civilized world is to destroy Nigeria, to save our people. That's what we are doing. Anything that would destroy Nigeria today, bring me in. Because that is the only way to save my people. Nigeria have killed my people even before I was born. I have come to say that I will never leave and pass this nonsense, evil and demonic entity onto my children. I will pass onto them freedom. That's what I have put my life on the line, to make sure that after this fight, nobody else will fight anything freedom. What you are going to be fighting is to make sure that the legacy we are living today continues. If you have not supported this freedom, what exactly are you waiting for? They have called me agent of Nigeria. They have called me agent of APC. I am not bothered, because that is a name they will want to give you to demoralize you. Even the so-called APC and the government will be laughing. Look at these people. Oh, this guy that we are looking for a way to eliminate, they are saying is a Nigeria agent. They will be laughing at you because you are an idiot. And they are not worried about the fact that some of you are calling me Nigeria agent, because they know it is a system that is designed for you to be a fool, that you can't think, because you were never taught anything called critical reasoning. Bring one and bring two, join it together, make something out of it. From nothing. You can't do it because you were never taught about how to develop something from nothing. In Europe here, in the Western world, they teach children how to develop something, make something out of nothing. And that is the thing we are bringing back to the Biafra land. And I promise Biafrans, I will bring Finland to Biafra. Today, the government in exile and the de facto government, the structure we have built, is it not happening? We have been able to defeat Nigeria even with their billions and billions of dollars. We defeat them militarily. We defeat them in everything, academically, structure, government structure-wise, and everything. We have outsmarted Nigeria. And because we are laying a very strong foundation that nothing can destroy. If you think that we are joking and you are yet to support Biafra freedom, wait till December 2nd. Everything we have done so far is in public. We are not hiding our roadmap to Biafra. Like I said, we have gathered 49 million votes, counting, still counting, because this is the second stage, which will end in August. And then the third stage starts September. 49 million already and still counting. Have you ever seen in Nigeria where election was conducted and you have 49 million votes? No. In the last election, we warned these Nigerians that what you need is not election. They call from ahead. I told them, you do not want election. The whole people contesting to become president of Nigeria are all criminal. The main three candidates, they are all criminals. Atiku is a criminal. Atiku embezzled money, Nigeria money that should have built hospitals, schools. Even if you use the money to build hospitals, it is still going to crash because the foundation is faulty. Atiku took the money to America. He was indicted. He's a criminal. If it was in Europe or in London, United Kingdom, Atiku can never be allowed to contest the election. But in Nigeria, it is normal because it's a foundational problem. He contested, he bragged. Tinubu is a criminal. He was indicted in the United States for drug trafficking. Not only that, with other crimes that he has committed both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. Today, they found him worthy to become a president. We warned against the election. Nobody listened. They signed petition against me. Today, the same people that signed petition want me to ask Biafra to protest. It's impossible. Peter Obi is also a criminal. While he was the governor of Anambra State, he has money, $15 million in offshore account. When he was asked, he said he was advised. Is that excuse in the court of law that you were advised? But as a governor, you are not supposed to have offshore account. What I'm telling you is a fact, and that makes him a criminal. Plus other ones we don't know about. So if Peter Obi was supposed to be in the United Kingdom, do you think, for those of you living in the United Kingdom, do you think with the money violating the law and the constitution of the United Kingdom by banking up to $15 million in offshore account, which he said he uses to service his business, do you think he will be coming out to contest election in the United Kingdom? The answer is no. So why is he contesting Nigeria? Because it is a foundational problem. You know, when we say it like this, I say, we don't like it. We will not like each other, especially those who are standing on the way of the success and the future we are trying to build for our generation. Those of us who come abroad to learn and want to bring back what we have learned. I did not just come to learn how system works. I have also come to learn how to become a beast to liberate my people. The country where I'm living, they fought like beasts against Russia. And the beast in them is called Sisu spirit. That is what I have possessed and possessed me. I don't know what you have in your own country where you reside, their history. Allow the history to pass through you and use that history to change your country where you come from. I have allowed the Sisu spirit of Finland to possess me and pass through me. Not only that, I have also allowed the system of Finland to possess me. That's why I am fighting tooth and nail. Putting my life online because they did also put their life online fighting against Russia to become what they are today. What I'm doing today is not against any law. You can't kill my people for many years and nobody does anything about it. Today we are killing you back without remorse. If you have the power to kill us first, do it. But if you are in Biafra land as a military, terrorist army and police, you will go down. I am telling you, if you don't go down today, you go down tomorrow. Even though they are not reporting it. We will continue to eliminate all of you to protect our women and children. You have killed them enough. So we told them that election is not what they need. What they need is a referendum so that the people who have come to see light will choose their way, how they want to live their own life. You cannot be deciding for me. You cannot be telling me I must live with you when Ekpa is a criminal and become a Senate president. And I must come and see Ekpa, whom I know very well, that even in the worst country in the West, he can never be a councillor. I will look at all these things, I will swallow it. Allows people who do not know what future is all about to decide the future of my own children and my generation. That is impossible. Today, if they stand on our way, they will go down. You don't know what is coming. As you are looking at me, I have seen comments on social media that you are a heartless man. That is an understatement. I have no heart. And that is exactly what Nigeria needs. And you are going to see more of me. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was captured, I told you people that a time will come when you are going to know who Simon Ekpa is. We have not even gotten there. Wait, after the declaration. After December 2nd, you will see madness in the highest order. I welcome every one of you. I thank you, Biafrans, for believing in me and following my instruction. And today you see I have saved your lives. Many lives have been saved, even though they will still come from the backyard to kill you. But of course, not all of you will die. We will defend you as many as we can. The remaining people that make it alive will enjoy Biafra and enjoy freedom. Freedom must come. I welcome all of you. The media team take over from here. I will take questions.
Thank you, the Prime Minister of the Biafran people. You've said it all, and here now we would bring our Biafrans to ask some questions to clear their doubts. And before then, Mazi Success, over to you, my second co-host.
Okay, thank you, Mazi Sani, and good evening. Good evening, Prime Minister, and good evening, fellow Biafran, wherever you are spacing from across the globe. Today is the second day of August, which marks the end of this very um, sit at home that have exposed Nigeria to its core. And I want to congratulate Biafrans for making it. And let me state that we started the sit at home in IPOB on 23rd of September in the year 2016. And what gave birth to IPOB sitting at home was the killings of Biafrans whenever they go out to protest for the release of our leader, Maznam Dekano, during his first incarceration in Abuja. I think I'm coming out clear.
Yes, you are coming out
So,
clear, success.
the deputy leader, okay, the deputy leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Chemofo, issued a sit at home on the 23rd of September 2016, and it was glorious. And second that followed it was on May 30th, 2017, by then Onyedo has been released, and it was superb. And from there we picked up the sit at home. So when our prime minister ordered for a sit at home, don't think he manufactured that from the moon. And don't blame him. Maybe he's strangulating the economy. He's making people suffer. Those who have agitated before him have done it, and there was no blame apportioned to them. So why do you blame our prime minister? I'm talking to the Fulanis and to the Afonjas, because as of Biafrans, they are not complaining. And yesterday, he, through the spirit of Biafra and Chukwuka Biama, did not even put sit at home. He lifted the sit at home yesterday just to see, test the spirit of Biafra. And it works very, very excellent. Owerri was under complete lockdown. Aba was under complete lockdown. Which other city that followed? Owerri, Aba, Enugu was under complete lockdown. Then Abakaliki was under complete lockdown. Anambra, part of Anambra had a partial movement, and the city of Onitsha was complete lockdown. In so also to other parts who have not been observing this, stores were not open. It is because the spirit has taken over. And I'm telling you, from the day we hosted flag until the day of a Finland convention, the next spirit that came down was yesterday. And I'm proud of my prime minister. I would say, Prime Minister, your work is great and we appreciate it. So please follow Prime Minister, follow every of his advice, every of his directive. He know how to deal with these terrorists, and he's dealing with them and does not have help. And he'll continue to deal with them until they exist no more. So today we have come to celebrate the end of the 4 days lockdown and to thank Biafrans for making it a success by rejecting Nigeria and all its entireties. Those who come under the pretext of protest for the betterment of Nigeria, you rejected them. That is one of the fantastic things that you have done. And I say, may God, who created Biafra, bless you all. Thank you, Prime Minister. I think you should bring our Minister of Information back, please, because, you know, when you're hosting space, network is not always favorable with me. You can bring in the minister back and make him hope.
I'm here already, success. Thank you. Mazi Sani is there and he's also a speaker. I think maybe his network is having challenge. And okay, Sani is back. If the Prime Minister, sir, you can also add.
All right, wonderful people. Welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back updates and information as the hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you go be the first. So we'll collect them. Let's go down to the news proper as it dey hot. It don't shell for the obodo as it dey hot. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer has related the protests and the consequences of the action of the protests to the bad deeds done against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. According to him, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a righteous man, a prophet for that matter, and a man who fights for his country. The only thing that he has done wrong is just to fight for his country and make sure that his people becomes better. But as it is, the government of Nigeria has seen him as the baddest man on the face of the earth, and they are trying all their possible best to make sure that they quench the fire. But the more they try to quench the fire, the more other fires are rising. Of course, you know that it is written that when a corn of a wheat is taken and sown into the ground, what happens is that it decays and bring up other fruit. And that is what is happening in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When Kanu was incarcerated and dumped in the DSS custody, the people thought that maybe he is going to end up his life there. But as it is, other people are rising, other of his followers are rising, becoming better, stronger even than him, and becoming more patriotic and partisan more than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Meanwhile, let's go down to the full detail of the information. Ejimako made this statement on Sunday as the nationwide protest against hunger and hardship in Nigeria, tagged Embed government, entered their fourth day. Barrister Aloy Ejimako, special counsel for Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has stated that the widespread protests and unrest against the Nigerian and Kenyan government are direct consequences of their collaboration in the extraordinary rendition and continued illegal detention of Kanu. Ejimako made this statement on Sunday as the nationwide protest against hunger and hardship in Nigeria, tagged Embed government, entered their fourth day. He implied that the government's action have sparked a nemesis leading to the ongoing unrest and call for change government. Kenyan youth and opposition parties are protesting against President William Ruto's economic policies, including a new tax increase law, and demanding his resignation. Ejimako, in his statement issued on Sunday titled "Karma is Not Merciful," highlighted the consequences of Kenya's involvement in Kanu's extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria in June 2021. Ejimako asserts that Kenya has not experienced peace since then, and similarly, the Nigerian government have faced unrest. He notes that every administration or individual involved in Kanu's rendition has either left office in disgrace or faces resistance from their citizens. Ejimako's statement suggests a correlation between the rendition and the current political turmoil in both countries. He said every regime or person that had a hand in the extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu either left office in disgrace or was sacked or facing resistance from his people. For example, Kenya has never known peace since it rubbished its sovereignty and allowed Nigeria to criminally kidnap Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Since then, Kenya has murdered sleep and is still struggling to recover. And Uhuru Kenyatta may as yet have a date with the ICC. The United Kingdom, under Prime Minister Boris Johnson, that covertly sanctioned the kidnap of our own citizens, saw Johnson being disgraced out of office. In the same vein, the Conservative Party lost general election to the Labour Party. The Labour Party has stood the path of the Conservative Party, and today their country is in turmoil. Nigeria, the Buhari regime that financed the rendition of MNK from Kenya, is on record as the worst government in the history of Nigeria, that the regime will forever live in the infancy for imposing intolerable levels of hardship and injustice which Nigerians are struggling to overcome. President Tinubu, like his British counterpart Keir Starmer, has declined to release MNK, and surprise, citizens are on the street of Nigeria protesting in droves. The future remains ominous. The Bible says, "Touch not my anointed, and do my prophet no harm." Heaven taking vengeance on those that kidnapped MNK and have refused to right their wrong against him. God in heaven for real, and karma is not merciful. My people, I don't see as it happen. Namazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, and I they try to pinpoint on this matters that the issue facing Nigeria today and the issue facing the nation at large, even the nation of Kenya, is as a result of the extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. And looking at that fact, there is atom of truth in that, because the three government mercenaries that had involved themselves in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's extraordinary rendition have not had peace up until now. There has not been any peace for all these governments. Go to Kenya and see what is happening there in Kenya. You saw how Boris Johnson also was removed from the office, and come to Nigeria and see the impitimpi where they were for that place. And this will tell you that there is connection. Because as the same time protest is going on in in Kenya, the same time Nigerians have also organized their own protests, and they want to make sure that the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is removed from office. According to the Nigerians, they are not being fed well. Breaking hours after Tinubu's nationwide broadcast, use of Russian flag by Nigerian protesters in Kano keep spreading. Nigerians in Kano have decided to lift up the Russian flag, and we are yet to understand what that signifies and why Nigerians are lifting up the Russian flag. Hours after President Tinubu's nationwide broadcast, some Nigerians were seen in Kano waving Russian flag amid the nationwide end bad government protests calling for an end to economic hardship. The protest has largely been marred by violence, looting, and destruction of properties and private properties in the northern part of the country. At least 14 people have been reportedly dead. Organizers have labeled the nationwide demonstration as 10 days of rage. In Kano, northern Nigerians, commercial nerve center, pictures on social media showed protesters waving Russian flag as they marched through the city. The video were taken on Sunday, the fourth day of the protesters. Also on Sunday, hundreds of mostly underage youth took the streets of Kano, urging Russian President Vladimir Putin to intervene in Nigeria. Demonstrators expressed a desperate and urgent need for change, saying the current situation in the is unsuitable, noting that they would rather risk death from violence that continue to suffer from hunger and deprivation. Meanwhile, I think it is high time the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu look into what is actually happening in Nigeria now. I don't think it's a time for the Nigerian politicians to give a stiff ear or a hardening ear to what is actually happening, because looking at the looking at the way things are going, I think Nigerians should better off look into this matter, because as you can see, things are changing. Things are changing. Things are changing. The citizens have decided that what is happening in this nation, they are no more part of it, and they believe that the best thing is to have a new government. The best thing is to you can see, as the citizens are calling on the Russian government to come and help them, to come and intervene to make sure that normalcy is being restored. And the question is, let them not allow some people to hijack this particular protest, because when this protest is hijacked, I'm telling you, it is not going to be easy. So I think this is not even the time for the government to start, hiding their face, making sure that nothing happens. I think it's time the government comes out and do what is right, before what is happening in Haiti will repeat itself in this nation called Nigeria. Meanwhile, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain. And if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, and share.